everyone. Hi, how are you doing? So tonight we're watching SHAOLIN Soccer from Hong Kong, which is director and star from Stephen Chow, the Hong Kong genius. Someone called he is king of comedy. So I'm going to give you a introduction, like 5 minutes before we're going to the very crazy fantasy journey from this film. So let's go for the very first illustration. Who is Stephen Chow? Anyone know Stephen Chow here? Yeah, okay, we got someone know Stephen Chow. You don't know Stephen Chow, so let me give you some introduction from now. So Stephen Chow is a Hong Kong actor, comedian, writer, producer, and director, and he became famous in the late 80s and early 90s through TV drama and comedy films. And over time, he became one of the most recognized figures in Chinese language cinema. So if you're talking about Hong Kong cinema, don't just go for Jackie Chan, Chow Yun-fat, let's go for Stephen Chow. He, at some point, might be he even famous than Jackie in Chow Yun-fat at some point. So what makes Chow so unique is about his style of comedy. He became famous from combining something called unexpected dialogue and slapstick humor. His comedy style is highly creative and unpredictable. So later on you will see some really crazy shit from this guy, okay? For SHAOLIN Soccer, he's the lead actor, the director, co-writer, and also the producer. Wow, this guy doing so many roles in one film, right? So this film shows how Chow could combine comedy with visual effect and martial art, and also all his crazy fantasy ideas. So after the success of SHAOLIN Soccer, Chow made one more film which is even more famous in the national market, which is Kung Fu Hustle. Anyone saw Kung Fu Hustle? Nice. But in my opinion, I think SHAOLIN Soccer is much better than Kung Fu Hustle. So let's see, okay? So let's go for another illustration. So let's go for this guy. Anyone know this guy? No. This guy called Mentat. Mentat is somehow, some people call he's the best sidekick with Stephen. So Mentat was one of the greatest supporting actors in Hong Kong cinema. He appeared alongside Stephen in many classic films. So he and Stephen make a very famous duo in many films. So according to people in Hong Kong film industry, Chow was very famous in he quite demanding when he doing acting, or even he working in directing position. He's quite demanding to everyone when he quite demanding on he getting the right acting or the right picture according to his imagination. So Mentat was always the best one who get exactly Stephen want in any time, any circumstances. So for many years, Mentat was the perfect match with Stephen, including SHAOLIN Soccer. SHAOLIN Soccer, but sadly, this film is the last collaboration between Stephen Chow and Mentat. Mentat was originally supposed to work with Stephen in Kung Fu Hustle again, but for some reason, they fall apart. They fell apart. So eventually, Mentat didn't appear in Kung Fu Hustle. So sadly, this film, SHAOLIN Soccer, was the last one they worked together. And also, Mentat was passed away in 2021. So which is great loss. Okay, let's go for another part. We're watching SHAOLIN Soccer, which is it's a great combination with martial art and sport and with a special effect. So who did the action? Which is this guy, Tony Cheng Xiaodong. Okay, Tony Cheng Xiu-dong is a legendary Hong Kong action choreographer and film director, famous for his highly stylish martial arts sequence. So before Shaolin Soccer, he already worked on many iconic films such as A Chinese Ghost Story, Hero, House of Flying Dagger with Zhang Yimou, which is all is a really nice, a spectacular martial arts classic. His style combined wide work, acrobatic, fast editing, and highly creative movement. So in Shaolin Soccer, this guy, Tony Cheng, he's helped to create all the spectacular action sequence, combining sport and martial art in a very perfect result. So later on you will witness, wow, this is something really crazy. Yeah. So some action scenes in this film are not purely CGI, but he's using some practical effect like on-set wire work. So we were seeing a really choppy guy in the film, which eventually he can fly over like 10 feet and then get a ball, something like that. Really crazy. So Shaolin Soccer was, let's go for another illustration. So Shaolin Soccer is a phenomenal film when it comes out. It was released in 2001 and became a massive commercial success. It broke box office record in Hong Kong. See, it got 60 million alone in Hong Kong market, which is really amazing at the time. And also, it's won many awards from Hong Kong Film Award in 2002, the years after when it was released. It won Best Film, Best Actor, Best Director for Steven, and Best supporting art for Wong Yat-fei, which is the guy who played the senior brother, which is Iron Head. So later on, you were seeing, oh, this guy, he's invincible when we're working with his martial art. His head never broke. Okay, so this is my introduction for Shaolin Soccer. Let's go for the last one, because this is a very iconic moment in the film. If you know Chinese, so it's literally they're saying it's a very great time, but it's going fast. It's a time to say goodbye, but it's not really saying goodbye because we are going to seeing this film. If this is the first time you're seeing this film, I hope you enjoy. So my name is Terry Zhang. I hope you enjoy the introduction and also the film. So thank you very much.